So as of right now, we are just hours away from 2017 coming to a close and 2018 beginning. That means it's time for me to list my most anticipated films of 2018. Before we get started, be sure to tell me down below, what are your most anticipated films of 2018? With that said, let's just go ahead and get started with some honorable mentions in alphabetical order. We got Aquaman. Very excited to see what they're going to do with that one. First Man, the next movie from Damien Chazelle. The God Particle. This is the next movie in that Cloverfield trilogy of mystery films or mysterious films where we don't really know what they are. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, the animated Spider-Man movie, and Venom, the Tom Hardy movie about Venom that we're not really sure if it's in the MCU or not. So those are my honorable mentions, and yeah, they're actually my starting list on this. I had 35 films I was looking at, so had to whittle it down to just these 15. Without further delay, my top 10 most anticipated films of 2018. At number 10, Halloween. So I haven't been like a lifelong Halloween film series fan, but I have always loved John Carpenter. And I love the original Halloween movie. And when it went off in some of those other directions it just wasn't my thing. So I hadn't seen a lot of those movies until this past fall. Always loved the original. So when they started talking about doing a sequel that's a sequel to the original one set 40 years later, Jamie Lee Curtis is coming back, that's all intriguing to me. And all of that fun stuff sounds like, yeah, this sounds like the one that I would actually want to see. That's not, you get so bogged down in some of the extensive mythology of some of the other ones. So I'm very interested to see where they're going with this. Hopefully it won't let me down. Coming in at number 9, Ant-Man and the Wasp. So I really like Paul Rudd, and I really like the first Ant-Man movie. Just a nice little surprise. A change of pace from all of these, the world's coming to an end, we gotta stop all these evil terrorists. I liked it. It was kind of a heist movie, smaller scale, literally and figuratively. And all that just made for a nice, charming, fun movie that had everything I liked about the MCU, but at the same time also had its own unique charms to it in the scale and size of things. So all that leads to, I'm very excited to see Ant-Man and the Wasp. It'll be nice to see the Wasp, see what they're going to do with that. I don't even remember if Michael Douglas is coming. I'm pretty sure Michael Douglas has got to be coming back, but I sure hope he does. He added a real nice little dimension to that film. At number 8, A Quiet Place. Now this is one, it's a movie directed by, co-written by, and starring John Krasinski, which all that sounds fascinating to me. It's a thriller where there's something going on where the people have to be quiet, and so they're talking in sign language. And that'll be a very interesting movie and hopefully a great movie, because I'd love to see John Krasinski just kind of explode, have a big hit, something that he worked on that I'm a big fan of his, huge fan from The Office. And so if this one can turn into a big, gigantic thing, that would be amazing. The premise seemed interesting. So all in all, yeah, I'm very much looking forward to that one. Coming in at number 7, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. So huge fan of the Jurassic Park franchise, huge fan of Chris Pratt. I don't have any problems really with Jurassic World. It's a dumb movie, but the language I've used on my channel quite a bit, it's a Taco Bell movie. It's a fast food blockbuster. It's easy to consume, and maybe you like Whataburger, I like Taco Bell, and someone else likes Sonic, another person likes McDonald's. We all have different fast food that we like. Jurassic World was my kind of fast food. I just ate it up. I know it's junk, but I ate it up and had a great time with it, rewatch it all the time. So, Jurassic World sequel sounds amazing to me. I wasn't crazy about the trailer, but I like that Jeff Goldblum's coming back. I'm hearing, in the comment section, in my trailer reaction, people were like, the trailer's only the first 57 minutes. The story's so much bigger than this. Okay, you caught my attention. I didn't love the trailer, but you're telling me there's more to it, and not spoiling in the movie with the trailer, I dig that. So it's still in my top 10. If the trailer had been amazing, it might have been a little bit higher. But all in all, that's a movie I will definitely be there opening night. Coming in at number 6 is Black Panther. So this is one that I'm most excited about because it's Ryan Coogler coming off of Creed. This is a movie that makes me go, ooh, I wonder what he's going to do with this. Of course, Black Panther is one of the standouts of Civil War. That's really nice. And then throw Michael B. Jordan into the mix. and they had some great trailers thus far, and just makes me go, I am very excited to see where this is going to go, and especially what it's going to do for the world of the MCU that we've seen kind of thus far. They're kind of building up the world building just in the trailer of Wakanda and its place in the MCU Earth. So all that sounds very fascinating, interesting to me. And then just as the movie right before Infinity War, all that makes me go, ooh, this could be very interesting. Coming in at number 5 is going to be Deadpool 2. So I'm like everybody else. I had a ton of fun with Deadpool. It's one of those movies that just even the story behind it gets you excited because the movie took so many years to get happen. Ryan Reynolds was perfectly cast as Deadpool for X-Men Origins Wolverine, and then the role was horrible in that, and they started working on this years and years and years ago, and then they leaked some footage that kind of came out of Comic-Con, and the movie got made, and it's the biggest hit of the X-Men franchise and all sorts of things that just made it a really fun, exciting story. So I'm so excited. Hopefully this will be more of one of those great sequels that lives up to the original and less of a, not so much a Kingsman 2 Golden Circle sort of disappointment that has all the right elements but misses all of the heart. So fingers crossed it's going to be a good one. They got a new director in there. Tim Miller was off doing some other things, and they got one of the guys that was the directors on John Wick to work on it. So the action should be amazing. Got a little bit of nervous in that since Deadpool is so humor-based, and John Wick was not so much humor. There's some humor in there, but it not Deadpool humor. So I got a little kind of questions on that one, but overall, very excited about it. Coming in at number 4 is Avengers Infinity War. Of course, this is one I'm excited about. I love the MCU. I like all the films in there, and there's none of them I hate or anything like that. Just huge fan of the franchise and what they've been doing. And what they've been doing is this amazing world building, and Infinity War is the peak of it. It's all of it coming together. Finally, we get to the point where Guardians and Doctor Strange and our classic Avengers all in one movie, which should be incredible. I mean, it just sounds amazing just talking about it. You got the team coming back that gave us Captain America, the Winter Soldier, Captain America, Civil War, some of the best of the MCU, because especially with Civil War being able to show that you can bring that ensemble together. So many different things that make me excited for this movie. The trailer was great, and the trailer was interesting because they went serious with it. They didn't kind of play into the humor or anything. So a bunch of things get me excited for this one. So much so that if you haven't heard this, starting tomorrow, Monday, January 1st, I'm doing a series called Journey to Infinity War. And every Monday leading up to Infinity War, I'm going to re-review a movie in the MCU. So starting tomorrow, January 1st, I'm going to do Iron Man, and the week after that in Incredible Hulk. And apparently the way this calendar works out, you can do one movie each every week leading up to Infinity War. So join me tomorrow for that. That's how excited I am. I decided to come up with a full 17 movie series to build up, to be super excited for it, see all the build up, everything about it, and talk about it with you guys. I might be doing a little bit of a plug for a new series that I'm doing. Anyway, coming in at number 3 is going to be Dragged Across Concrete. Now, this is one you probably haven't heard of. It's probably the least well-known of the films on my list. It's from the director of Brawl and Cell Block 99, as well as Bone Tomahawk. And basically, it's all the people that worked on Brawl and Cell Block 99, Vince Vaughn, Jennifer Carpenter, the director. His name's like S. Craig Zalian or something like that. I didn't want to mispronounce it, and then I said it anyway, so I probably did anyway. They're reuniting for this movie, adding into it. If you're going to take this guy's brutal style, they're going to add one guy into it. If there's one person I would think that would make a dream come true to add into their mix of brutality, awesome violence, all that stuff, they found him. Mel Gibson. Adding Mel Gibson into the world of insanity that is the Brawl and Cell Block 99 style action, the Bone Tomahawk style with Mel Gibson. That just sounds like a dream come true to me. So I'm so excited for this one. I haven't even seen a trailer yet. Barely seen images from it. But it's still number 3 based purely on the cast and crew of it. Coming in at number 2 for me is Ready Player One. I have read the book for this one, and it's one of those ones I was like, how on earth do you turn this? Are they going to get the licenses? Is it going to be some sort of watered down adaptation? They put the trailers out, and I went, whoa, no, that's the book up there on screen, and you got all the Easter eggs, pop culture references, everything. You've got it. And so that one just has me so excited to see what's happening. Primarily because it's directed by Steven Spielberg, my favorite director of all time. So if there's a guy who was a part of building the pop culture that built the world that is Ready Player One, he's one of them. And now he's directing this movie that's an homage to all that and celebration of nerd culture, geek culture, all that fun stuff. So I'm so excited to see how they're going to pull this one off. And so I'm so excited every time I see the trailer. I've seen the trailer a bunch of times in the theater. Still get excited every single time when it happens. But my number one most anticipated film of 2018, The Predator. So I'm a huge fan of the first Predator movie. I mean, it's just one of those movies that just kind of calls back to my tween years when I first saw it on like TNT or TBS or something like that. Got scared, I had to wake up my mom. I saw this amazing movie, but I'm afraid. And so it's always been with me, always stuck with me. And we haven't gotten the great sequel yet. I really like Predators, but it wasn't quite the great sequel yet. And now we've got Shane Black coming back to write and direct it. That seems like if you gonna have a recipe to make a great Predator sequel, that kind of a return to the franchise, and I don't know if it's a reboot quel or a sequel I don't know where they're going exactly with it. They've kind of said some competing things. That sounds amazing. The cast looks great. Everything about this one has me pumped to see The Predator. So there you have it. Those are my picks for my most anticipated films of 2018. How about you? Tell me yours down below in the comment section. And if you're new to my channel, please consider clicking that subscribe button wherever it's at. I do movie reviews, TV reviews, ranking videos, list videos for beginnings and the ends of year. But the key thing is I don't want to just talk about movies. I want to talk about movies with you. So join me in the comment section. Let's have a lively discussion. Tune back in tomorrow for my journey to the Infinity War, starting with Iron Man. I want to talk about it with you. And thank you for watching.